Eat something, bitch. What's up with it, everybody? It's your boy RDR, and welcome back to RDR Food Reviews. And as you can see at the bottom of the screen and right in front of your face, your boy RDR is doing a first ever McDonald's breakfast mukbang. That's right, a McDonald's breakfast mukbang. Now, early this morning, your boy had to go get it in, you know what I'm saying? Get under that young scalpel at the gym. And then I thought to myself today, you know what I'm saying? What was a good thing to shoot today? And I went by Mickey D's and I thought to myself, you know what? I didn't know if people were doing breakfast mukbangs or whatnot from McDonald's. And I was just like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then come to find out that a lot of people do it. So I'm just like, hell yeah, nigga, do that. So anyway, I went to McDonald's this morning and I got some delectables right in front of your face. I got a sausage egg McGriddle, a bacon egg cheese McGriddle. I think this is a ham, egg, cheese, biscuit. No, this is the biscuit over here. This is like an English muffin right here. I got a hash brown right here. This is like their sausage burrito thing. And I think this is like a bacon burrito thing. Some little bitty motherfuckers. And then I got me some of that OJ, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, so that's how we're gonna kick it off here today on RDR Food Reviews. And today is probably gonna be my first ever doing a breakfast story time. So yeah, that's right. You boys are gonna get another story time today. And so let me first of all get a quick moment of prayer. Father, thank you for this food I'm about to receive. Help this food nourish my body, make me strong as a person, strong as a man. And blessed is their grow hungry as I pray to you. Please find them something in your holy gracious mind in my prayer. Amen. I love you, Father. All right, let me see if I can go ahead and get a quick thumbnail in. The upper room when Jesus. All right, let's get into it. Today's story time is going to be about my first time working at a factory. All right, so this is pretty much going to take place about a month later when my boy Archie came home. So this is a continuation of a story from my Labor Day mukbang. So if you haven't seen that Labor Day mukbang, please go check it out. I encourage you to check it out. And so this takes place a month later. Synchronize my thirst. Refreshing. So anyway, yeah, it takes place a month later. Because I was desperate and disarray for real. Like, growing up in a small town, it was hard to find a job. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I had mama on my neck and stuff. Like, I can't believe you lost your job at the supported living center, this and that. You know what I'm saying? I was in the room for a good couple of weeks and shit, but you come knocking, like I always said, come knocking and say, hey, you need to get and go get a job, this and that. And it wasn't like I was trying not to go find a job. It was just hard to go get one because we lived in a small town, like 4,300 people. So that shit was tough. And anyway, so me and my boy Stan and Philip, we all loaded up. You know what I'm saying? I had the slab, and we would just go job hunting within those weeks. You know what I'm saying? My boy Stan, he ended up getting a job first before anybody at some kind of construction thing or whatever. Me and this nigga Philip, we put in at the same fucking place as this nigga did, and this nigga get put on. That's some bullshit. So anyway, goddamn that shit. Look at that cheese on that hoe, boy. Oh shit. So anyway, so then my stepfather, his sister worked at this factory that made like aquarium filters and shit. It was in my hometown. So he asked her, you know, could she get me on with a job and shit. And she was like cool, the coolest one out of my stepfather's sisters and stuff. And she obliged. She was, you know what I'm saying, she hooked me and my boy Philip up with a job over there. And this place is called Haas. Well, they call it something totally different now, but it's called Haas back then. So anyway, so she get us on at this job, right? And basically, like I said, They make Aquarium Filters. So me and Philip, we was in the beginner line on her line because she was like, you know, she was like the foreman of that line and stuff. And she had this, it was like basically what it was is that it would be this, the filter thing, and you would just roll it up. It's like two people on each side, and y'all just roll it up or whatever. And then at a certain time, you cut it off, and then you bag it and you toss it to the side, and then you have to hurry up and put the bar back down on it so it can roll up again. All right, so it was like simple enough and shit, but it was like very aggravating when you had this one whole ass nigga, bro. This nigga named Trent. Now Trent, he wasn't like the overseer person like Viv was. He was more like the assistant nigga, you know what I'm saying? Cuddy, this bitch ass nigga Trent was like a motherfucking broke ass version of Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony, my nigga. Might as well call that nigga Broken Bone and shit, nigga. I'm gonna miss everybody. I never liked this nigga out of any motherfucker I work with, because he was a dirty nigga. Like he was a dirty looking ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Had fucking braids like Crazy Bone and shit. He was tall and shit. Nigga looked musty and shit. Wore this old ass pussy ass coat. You know what I'm saying? I do not like that nigga Trent. Why? Because this nigga was the type of nigga, even when you doing something good, he constantly sit there and bark at you as if you're doing something bad. It's like you could never do anything good, and he didn't like niggas looking like they was outworking his motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? He didn't like to look bad in front of Viv. That was his whole ordeal. He was like a 15-time hater, Cuddy. Stand that bitch ass nothing. So later on, within the shift and stuff, it'll come to like break time. Now, Cuddy, in this factory, bro, nigga, it was like 100 Mexicans in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But they was cool in the fan. Oh my God, them niggas was hilarious, nigga. They was funny. Lunchtime was always like the best time in this factory, fool. I ended up getting to meet 3 cool ass Hispanic guys. My nigga Alexito, Rodrigo, and that nigga Maximilian, or Maximino. That's their name, Maximino. Now, these niggas here was like the 3 niggas from fucking, like them 3 hyenas from motherfucking, Lion King, nigga. Them niggas was funny than a bitch. Cause whenever it was the secretary we had there, it's named Barbara, man. Cuddy, when Barbara came through, these niggas here was like howling and shit like some ha ha ha. Them niggas was acting a fool, man. Especially nigga, this nigga Alexito, this nigga when Barbara come by, that nigga said, Barbara, baby, I love you, Barbie. Nigga kept calling her Barbie. Barbie, baby, I love you. That nigga was tripping. Oh my God, man. He used to do that shit to her all the fucking time, Cuddy. And eventually that shit caught up to that whole ass nigga, bro. This nigga here got fired, nigga, like maybe 2 months later for sexual harassment. That nigga got executed for sexual harassment. Hey, man, Cuddy, be careful, nigga. Because that's what happened to that nigga Alexito. Nigga would not stop fucking trying to... Nigga would not stop trying to pitch woo on the fucking job, nigga. Boy. Word to the wise. Strawberry motherfucking jam, bro. Jelly. Mickey D's. A1. You gotta give me a moment, goddamn, that shit's so good. Yeah, boy, McDonald's breakfast go fair. Anyway, so about Rodrigo and Maximilian. And actually, Alexito, Maximilian, and Rodrigo, them niggas all live together. And they all rode bikes to work. This nigga Maximilian, how could I best explain Max? Max was like a prankster, a funny nigga, you know what I'm saying? Always kept the line like live, you know what I'm saying? So I'm on one side of the line, he on the other side of the line. That nigga always pranking this shit. And kind of slide this and roasting niggas on other lines and shit. You know what I'm saying? That nigga always kept the nigga live. And this nigga Rodrigo, Cuddy. This nigga Rodrigo, it was something weird about this nigga. But he was like weird funny. That nigga always had this strange ass smell about him, bro. This nigga smelled like fucking mildew clothes, nigga. And his face, nigga, that nigga face, he looked, the best way to describe who he looked like that nigga from No Country for Old Men, Javier Bardem or some shit like that. He looked just like that nigga. Except that nigga had an apple fritter face, nigga. He had bumps all over his fucking face. Cuddy had a gravel road face, Cuddy. But yeah, nigga, for some strange reason, that nigga smell like fucking mildew clothes. Nigga, like that nigga just did not fucking dry his shit or something. I don't know why, but that nigga smelled crazy than a bitch, man. But he was like weird funny, you know what I'm saying? But these niggas were funny. Another thing that caught me about this nigga, Maximilian, like I said, he always be pranking and shit like that. Being funny. That nigga be trying to do some old weird ass overplaying gay shit with this nigga Rodrigo, right? And I would tell this nigga Philip, like on lunch, cause me and this nigga would kick it together and shit. Be like, hey nigga, what you bring to lunch and shit? Cause sometimes I didn't have shit for lunch and he bring, we just share shit and then vice versa for him, you know what I'm saying? And I remember that nigga Philip, he would always be like, hey man, I heard man, this nigga Max, that nigga fruity than a bitch, Cuddy. I don't know, man. He just be playing a lot, you know what I'm saying? Thinking that I know this nigga mental shit. Nah, Cuddy. I heard that nigga be acting. I heard that used to run to Mexico and buy tranny pussy, nigga. So who told you that? He's like, man, the Mexicans on the other line, on line 3 told me that shit. He's like, man, watch that nigga, Cuddy. That nigga gay in a bit. Oh, man, y'all niggas tripping about this nigga Max, bro. So, on this particular night, because this motherfucking line, this place, it ran 24/7. So it was just like, sometimes you work in the day shift, sometimes you work in the night shift. And then in this fast forward time, this was like fast forward in months. I'll say this is probably like my 6th month or whatever working there. I got a hold of everything, started learning everything. And I was still on this bitch ass line, man. I was trying my hardest to get the fuck off this bitch ass line. You hear me? But anyway, this one particular night, man, I remember that nigga Philip was there. He was like on 4 and shit. And I was still on line 1 and shit. And that nigga Max was over there, right? It comes this time where they stop the lines and everybody can take a break and shit, right? I just remember that night that I heard some niggas down there arguing in the motherfucking in the lunchroom and shit, right? And then this nigga Phil, we walking through that hole, right? Cuddy. It was like motherfucking 4 Mexicans trying to whoop the shit at this, trying to whoop the shit at this nigga Maximino and this nigga motherfucking, this nigga Rodrigo, Cuddy. But you niggas was speaking in Spanish. We didn't know what the fuck these niggas were saying, Cuddy. Nigga, this nigga Julio told me, Cuddy, this nigga Maximilian and fucking Rodrigo was caught sucking each other's dicks, nigga, behind the motherfucking factory, nigga. I said, what the fuck? Niggas said, yeah, these niggas got caught sucking dick behind a factory and shit. And these other Mexicans that was on Wi-Fi and shit, them niggas was like, oh man, we don't fuck with niggas that be doing that fruity ass shit stuff. Cuddy, them niggas had an all-out Cuddy brawl in the motherfucking lunchroom, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit had me fucked up, nigga. I'm like a spectator, nigga, over here just like, refreshing, nigga. I was like, dang, these niggas over here got caught sucking, over here popping trunk on each other, nigga. I was like, fuck. Cuddy, our boss, I forgot to mention in the beginning, this nigga name was Todd. This nigga here was a cross-eyed, cockeyed motherfucker, Cuddy. This nigga eyes was spinning like a fidget spinner, nigga. Like that nigga shit was Cuddy was ruthless, man. Cuddy was ruthless. Cuddy, that nigga Todd fired all 6 of them niggas on the spot, nigga. Man, hold up. Cuddy, I was like, God damn, this nigga Todd ruthless. So we thinking, and this nigga Todd just executed these niggas. Me and this nigga feel like dancing. Like, hey, these niggas over here got fired, nigga. We finna get moved up, nigga. Cuddy. This nigga Todd would not even promote us, nigga. He wouldn't even promote us to move to the next line, nigga. Man, I tried to hold on as much as I could in that bitch. But the problem was, I remember going to talk to this nigga Todd about moving up to the next line, right? Cause this nigga Philip, he was so mad. This nigga walked out in the middle of the motherfucking night, like probably like a week later, because he was so frustrated he didn't get moved over to his line. Cause the line he was on was very hard. Pause. And nigga clocked out that hole in the middle of the night, nigga, and walked home on them nigga. I didn't know about that shit till the next fucking day. I was like, dang, nigga, you just gonna leave? God damn. And then, I was like, I went to go talk to Todd. And I remember sitting in the office talking to this nigga. And that nigga motherfucking eyes was spinning like a motherfucking dryer, nigga. That nigga, oh no, like a motherfucking washer on spin cycle, nigga. That nigga shit was twirling and shit. They said, how can I help you, Robert? And I said, like, man, look, I've been working really hard for the past 6 months, you know what I'm saying? Going on 7 months. I really want to transfer lines and go to this new line 6, nigga. That bitch was cold-blooded clean. And I said, man, I really want to go to that line and stuff. And he said, man, I really want to, I see you be working hard, and I do want to move you over there to that line. But your overseer, your foreman, Trent, doesn't feel like you motherfucking ready to go to a line, that caliber of a line. I said, what the fuck, man? I said, man, he not even the main foreman. You know what I'm saying? My Aunt Viv was. So I was like, man, but he's not even in charge. You know what I'm saying? I told him the truth. Like, man, this nigga here, like, biased against me. Like, he don't want me going over. Like, he's just a fucking hater. That nigga was like, man, I don't know what to tell you. I bet he's been working here for like 18 years, so I have to go off of his better judgment. I was like, damn, man, so you not gonna promote me and move me to line 6, Cuddy? And nigga was like, no, sir, I'm not. And he's like, I really appreciate, he said, I appreciate your hard work, but you need to get back to work. I was like, man, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, I ain't going back to that beginner-ass, pussy-ass line, nigga. I said, man, I'm quitting this bitch, nigga. I went and clocked out that motherfucker and drove out that bitch-ass parking lot. Nigga, I was hot than a hoe. Nigga, I burnt out on a pussy-ass nigga. All because this motherfucking, this dick-smelling crazy bone nigga, motherfucking cock-blocking a nigga from motherfucking advancing in the world of making fucking aqua filters. Fuck it. God didn't want me to work there anyway. Oh shit, oh cool. Yeah, man. That shit was crazy in the hole, nigga. It was a fun experience working in a factory, you know what I mean? But then again, you never know what goes on behind those. So you ever just ride by a fucking factory and you look, and you just like, man, there's a lot of smoke and shit going there. I wonder what's going on in that bitch. You never know. Boys probably in there sucking, you know, sucking each other off and shit. Instead of doing some fucking work. But it is what it is. You know what I'm talking about? Thank you, everybody, for watching my McDonald's breakfast storytime mukbang. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's your boy RDR, and like I always say, man, hey, food is a gift, so please give thanks. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you don't like this video, if you really don't like my shit, go ahead and hit it with a thumbs down, because it don't matter. I'm going to love you like I always have. It's your boy RDR, and I'm signing out. God bless y'all. Take care already. I love you guys, and I will see you very, very soon. God bless.